What's going on, Saints
We are
fans?
back.
What's going on, Saints fans? Who that, baby? Who that? It's another edition of the Baddest Sports Show podcast in the Deep South. Sorry about the technical difficulties. The first time we had to get things correct in here. But this time we here, we should be good to go. But it is official now, New Orleans Saints fans. The former offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles, Kellen Moore, is now officially the head coach of the New Orleans Saints. This is now something that is new for the entire organization because this is a new era. Because Sean Payton's tree is gone. There is nobody stemming from Sean Payton,
Oh,
not, and Sean Payton is gone himself. So this is it. This is new. This is outside the box for the New Orleans Saints. And Kellen Moore is the youngest head coach in the NFL right now. Kellen Moore is 36 years old, so that just tells you a lot about.
I think his birthday comes, EJ. Right before the season. He about to make his birthday, but he is, yes, he's the youngest.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to double check what he when he has a birthday again, and if he has one before the season starts. But I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited um to get this hire done. There was a lot of people out there that were sitting there, just frustrated and didn't know what was going to happen during the hiring process. And the New Orleans Saints really was patient in this one. They were really waiting this whole entire process out and were trying to go ahead and get their guy. And I commend them on that. I commend
Yes,
them on that. They had to get it right this time. They
yes,
had
yes.
no choice but to really thoroughly like go through a lot of candidates. And I don't think a lot of Saints fans realized that. I think a lot of Saints fans were sitting there just trying to go ahead and pick a guy. Like you don't do that. That sets the front office up to look bad once again. And we can't get rid of everybody in the front office because I'm gonna just tell you the front office is basically tied to Gail Benson, and Gail Benson ain't getting rid of nobody. I'm gonna just tell y'all that right now. Okay, there's
That's
nobody
the
leaving
reality.
this.
That's the
That
reality.
that's what reality is right now. As much as y'all hate Mickey Loomis, y'all were crying about Dennis Allen getting out of here. You got him
Wait, it
fired.
started with Pete
Oh,
Carmichael. It started with Pete Carmichael.
yeah, it
Go
started
ahead.
with Pete Carmichael. You were crying about Pete Carmichael. You got him fired. Did you replace him? Doggone, and now you got Dennis. You were crying about Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen. Now he's gone. So it's only so much a franchise can be firing people. They can't fire everybody for you. Okay, so Saints fans, y'all got to pump the brakes on just trying to fire the entire organization and fire everybody
Get
and
rid of
do
that.
this and
Look, they
do that.
want to get rid of the owner. They want to get rid of the owner.
Right. You can't do that. You just can't do that, Saints fans. So um I'm 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 like I said that now within saying that I'm not gonna sit there and say that Mickey Loomis still doesn't have pressure and that I want him to do better this offseason and I want to see them really go after some guys in this draft. Like I want to really see them rebuild this football team, but this is a great start. I love the fact that they were really patient in this hiring process. The coaches that they brought in, they were really good candidates. If you really look at it, like
Yeah, I
they
mean
brought in.
Anthony Weaver. Anthony Weaver was a defensive coordinator for the Miami Dolphins. Mike Cather. I know a lot of people talk bad about Mike Cather, but what a lot of people don't realize, EJ, is Mike Cather was he was with the Kansas City Chiefs before he got with the New York Giants, and the New York Giants fell off the cliff. And he was going to bring Mandeville, whatever the guy he was. It was a lot of things. It's not sexy choices when it comes down to what the Saints wanted, Saints fans wanted, because they didn't know about these people. So,
That's right.
yeah, so the Saints fans really raved about Joe Brady. EJ, let me ask you a question. Joe Brady, I know people going crazy talking about Joe Brady will be the guy, but Joe Brady did play in the NFC South. I mean, coach in the NFC South.
Mhm.
What happened with him and Teddy Bridgewater with the Panthers without without a Josh Allen? That's the question I want to ask people.
Well,
People,
that was
go
a
ahead.
prime example of. this stuff doesn't work out the way you think it do every time. Just because Joe Brady may be the hot name and the hot commodity, like he did not do well over there in Carolina. He did not.
Yeah,
And
and
you can,
we talked about this. Is it
yes,
Allen?
like,
Is it Josh Allen? Or is it Joe Brady?
right, exactly. Like there's more to the story with this stuff, and I do want. I'm glad you kind of brought this up, that because he wasn't the only one. Saints fans were getting mad and crying about
Kingsbury? King
Kingsbury.
Kingsbury
Like
now.
then and then I even had Saints fans getting angry about Mike McCarthy
Mike
pulling out.
McCarthy. And they didn't even give him a second interview because they were trying that they were so much into going after Moore that they just really did never turn. That's
Yes.
why Mike McCarthy turned down going trying to go after Josh. He knew that the Saints were not interested in him.
Right. They knew. Well, Mike McCarthy knew that the Saints wanted Kellen Moore. That was Kellen Moore was the top guy the entire time. Like, I don't think y'all realized that, Saints fans. I don't think y'all knew, that Kellen Moore was the top guy
Yeah, well,
going
Aaron
into it.
Glenn was the top guy. Kellen Moore was the second top guy.
I don't believe that. I really don't. I don't believe that. I really think this that going into it, Aaron Glenn, they knew that Aaron Glenn had a high interest in going to the New York Jets. That's why they were quiet.
They kind of
They were
backed
quiet.
off.
They were quiet about Kellen Moore. Like, if y'all notice about this, like, they sat back. They didn't sit there and try to go aggressively go get Kellen Moore, because they could have easily done that. They could have. I mean, they could have easily just had a deal done before Kellen Moore got in deep into the playoffs. They could have got this done well before the playoffs got even deep into it. You know, but they were patient about this. They made sure that, hey, we're gonna go ahead and let everything play out. We're not gonna sit there and try to just grab somebody because, hey,
Well, they
this.
wouldn't have been able to touch him, EJ, because NFL rules. They wouldn't have, if they were in the playoffs early, they wouldn't have been able to touch Kellen Moore. No, that we wouldn't have been able to touch him until after, until after all this played out. So they wouldn't have been able to touch him, EJ.
Look, like I said, my thing is about the whole entire process and everything like that. Is that Saints fans just don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You're not in the front office. You're not a part of the organization. You do not know what a hiring process looks like, especially in the NFL. Okay, a lot of y'all probably not even bosses in your own job and know how that works. Like I'm telling y'all, it's a process to this stuff. And I think I was honestly disappointed in seeing a lot of Saints fans. A lot of y'all was just sitting there talking about, oh, the
Oh, they were so
Saints are
negative.
the Saints are the worst organization right
Nobody
now.
wants the job.
It's the last place that anybody wants to coach right now. There's nobody that wants to coach the New Orleans Saints, and I find that very funny. And this is a prime example. Kellen Moore could have easily said, "Hey, I wanted the whole damn Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles." And guess what? He said, "Forget all of that. I got a head coaching job that's available to me." And doggone, the New Orleans Saints front office talked to me and really made me feel like, hey, I can do whatever the hell I want over here.
Yeah, and we
Like,
do know that
they're
that
giving me the free reins over
Sirianni tried
here.
to make a pitch to get him back, EJ.
Yeah. Yeah, you think Nick Sirianni wanted to just let Kellen Moore go? His prized possession on offense. Yeah, look, did y'all see how Jalen Hurts and the Eagles looked in the playoffs this year? They put out
Mhm.
they put out 40 and 50 points on teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, 44. I think they put up 50 something. Was it on Commandos? Um,
The
I mean,
Commanders.
Yes.
yeah. So this was beat down city once it got in the playoffs. This was
Yes. I mean,
beat down city.
that's hard to replace in the NFL. So I'm telling you right now, Nick Sirianni was joking and everything during the Super Bowl after the game, but I'm telling y'all, low key, he was dead serious. He was like, "Hey, Kellen, if you really thinking about it, man, and you don't want to go there, man, please stay." That's his plea to tell him, "Hey, I want you to stay because I'm telling you, it's hard to find talent like Kellen Moore around the league." This
Offensive
is an offensive
coaching basis
this
guys
is an
like him.
offensive coordinator type league. I was so glad that the Saints didn't decide to go defense again. That was the problem when hiring Dennis Allen the last time around.
Hmm.
We went defensive and we didn't have nobody offensively to help out the offense. Our offense is weaker than our defense right now.
Yep,
We need
because
that, and we're in a league right now that's predicated on offense. So
hmm
I'm just telling y'all
And,
right now,
and one thing, EJ, what you're saying is correct because now you don't want if we do have success, we ain't got to worry about an offensive coordinator leaving. Like Kubiak had to leave.
yes,
We don't. It all goes. When you have a Sean Payton, when you have a guy like Kellen Moore, they call the plays on their own. So
right,
you don't have to have that offensive coordinator. You don't have to have that threat of losing a offensive coordinator. Now you're gonna have that threat to lose a defensive coordinator, but you can always replace a defensive coordinator. The
right.
offense is the guys the most important.
Right. It's very hard to go ahead and replace some offensive coordinators, especially in the league like we have it right now, man. And like I said, I'm really interested to see what Kellen Moore is about to do, not only with the roster, but his coaching staff. There's already been talks about Brandon
Brandon
Staley
Staley,
Oh,
from the
I love that.
Chargers as his defensive coordinator. And I'm also
Patterson,
hearing,
Patterson.
yes,
They're talking about
I'm also hearing Doug Nussmeier over there. That's Garrett Nussmeier's father over there
Pops.
from LSU, the quarterback from LSU. He was a former Saint, so they're looking at him.
Philadelphia's defensive line coach Patterson. I think his name Patterson. He's the defensive line coach. He's also they are also talking about he might be possibly our defensive coordinator. Their defensive line coach over there at for the Philadelphia Eagles.
hmm So
Yeah,
I'm really interested to see what he's gonna bring around, what type of coaches he gonna bring around, the type of culture he's bringing. Because I think another thing that the Saints fans are that's gonna that they're just watching with Kellen Moore. And I'm watching myself. And that's the only thing I want to see from Kellen Moore is his leadership. He's not gonna be your rah rah guy. He's not gonna be in the damn locker room, going hollering his
Like
ass
Dan
off in the
Campbell, he's
locker
not a
room.
Dan Campbell.
He,
He's not a Dan
he's
Campbell.
not a Dan Campbell. He's not gonna sit there and
He's not going to bite your ankles off.
right. He's not gonna go crazy in the locker room. But what he is gonna do is intellectually coach these guys up, and they're gonna be prepared to play every
he's
Sunday.
gonna be a
And
Kubiak type guy. He gives you an energy boost. He's an energy
yeah,
guy.
and
Just
and,
not a
and
rah
he's
rah
young.
guy. He gives you serious energy.
He's young too. I like the fact that
Hmm.
he's young. Him being young, you able to go ahead and relate to the football players. Sean McVay was great in doing that with the Rams. Sean McVay
Hmm.
is not your rah rah guy, but
He
he's
is an
able to
energy
relate to
guy.
those players.
He is
He's
a
the
energy
energy. He
first
can.
guy. He's a player's first coach.
Right. He knows how to relate to the players. So I'm very interested to see that dynamic with him around the players. I saw Lante Taylor. He was excited about the hire.
Oh
I
yeah,
saw I saw
Shaheed,
Chris
Shaheed was too.
Olave. I
Chris
saw
Olave.
Rashid Shaheed. So I'm seeing a lot of
A lot of
guys that are,
players are really speaking up over this.
yes, they are excited about it. So the next big thing that's coming up, now that we got our guy, well, of course, we're going to get the staff and everything. We're going to learn about all that. And his press conference is going to be this Thursday. But the next big thing in the next coming weeks is the decision on Derek Carr moving forward.
Yeah, and right
Bingo.
before you go to that, EJ, I want to say this to a lot of people. Saints fans, we know your frustrations. We understand all of the frustrations that you have had. We all been frustrated here on the Batter Sports Show
With Derek
podcast as
Carr.
well. But what I want you to understand is this. The national media is not making it good for the Saints, okay? All the national media talking about, well, he's not. I listened to Keyshawn Johnson. You know, Keyshawn is still bitter about the Saints letting Michael Thomas go. And I heard a lot of things that he was saying and talking about a broken down car. We understand that Derek Carr may not even be here. So he's just going to explain that in a few seconds. But what I want you to understand is the national media do not understand the cap situation. Okay,
Right.
The Saints this year. is going to be hindered with the cap only this year. 26 and 27, the Saints are going to have the most money available of all the other teams in the NFL. They're going to be off the hook. Okay, it's just
So
this
we'll
year.
officially be out of cap
Yeah,
hell
it's just
and
the
no
20. We
more.
did the numbers. The 25, the 25 this year is the only where they're gonna have to get the cap number down. But next year and the
Next season
following year.
after that.
So when you listen, what I'm saying is basically is this: Kellen Moore, Mickey Loomis explained that. You don't think he asked this about the job? You don't think in the interview that he asked Mickey, well, how are we going to get ourselves out of this mess? The
Right.
first thing this man probably talked to Mickey was, "Look, I want my kind of quarterback. I want to bring in some of probably my guy. I think the Saints are very interested in the guy that's in the room, and that's the only one guy in the room, and that's Spencer Rattler. Remember, I told y'all this. The Saints front office is very in love with Spencer Rattler, and I think that they sold more on Rattler, a younger quarterback who's coming out of his rookie season. It wouldn't be surprised that the Saints make a dramatic move and cut him. So I'm gonna let EJ finish that off because he was just breaking that down. But I don't think I might we may not see Derek Carr, y'all. It's just he didn't even show up for the Super Bowl. A lot of stuff they were saying. But go
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, with Derek Carr, man, this
Three
situation
teams
can
trades.
this situation can go in a lot of ways right now. And it was a very telling, like you said, that Derek Carr wasn't even involved in New Orleans at all.
At
You know,
all.
during Super Bowl week, you would have thought in some sort of fashion, he would have been
Mario
somewhere
Davis was there.
involved. But I'm
CD
telling
was
you,
there, and multiple players was there, and former players was there too.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I think the situation why Derek Carr did not come to New Orleans, or why he wasn't around the festivities or anything like that. I think Derek Carr knows the writing is on the wall right now, and I
Hmm.
think Derek Carr is
Just
playing
like
out
Kirk
this.
Cousins.
Yes, he's playing out the situation from afar, and he's just sitting and waiting. He's just trying to see what the Saints are trying to do with him right now.
He's not gonna
Okay.
be no public based guy. He's just letting things play out.
Right, exactly. So
Hmm.
Kellen Moore going into this, I can very well see him. You know, part of this was, I can very well see, in that meeting with Mickey Loomis and the front office, I can very well see that Kellen Moore was probably telling, Mickey, hey, I would love to come here, but I would like to bring in my own guys. And and and,
Exactly.
and you know what? He has the right to do that. Kellen Moore has the right to do that, to bring in his own guys and lead the way he wants to lead this roster and this football team. And look, if he doesn't want to deal with Derek Carr and he feels like Derek Carr doesn't give him the best chance to win, I'm all for that. That's okay. But I do say this: I'm not gonna sit there and act like Derek Carr didn't lay down his line for the New Orleans Saints, because I do say within the 2 very short years we've had Derek Carr has done the best that he could with the situation that
He
he's
did his
been dealt
job.
with.
He
He
has.
did
Okay,
his he did his
the,
job as a British
the,
guy.
the New Orleans Saints did not help him out at all with injuries. Okay, it's very hard as a starting quarterback in the NFL to go in there and basically say, "All right, I'm going to lead this team to the playoffs," but my star players aren't there. I mean, we had Chris Olave gone, we had Rashid Shaheed gone, we had Kamara. Kamara missed some games this year. We had a
Taysom.
lot.
Then you
Taysom
had
Hill. We had, and the biggest
Kingsbury.
one, Eric McCoy. When Eric McCoy went down, all hell broke loose.
Ooh.
So
And
I'm
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 glad you're
just
saying that, EJ, because what we ain't gonna do is just jump on Carr and blame it and make it a Carr situation while we've been a
Mm-mm.
disaster for the
yeah.
last 3 years since he's been in New Orleans. That we're gonna just say it's all his fault and it's just the quarterback. People got to stop with the BS about quarterback.
Quarterback is
We
the
watched the
hanging
Super
fruit. You
Bowl.
look.
We just watched the Philadelphia Eagles of Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts got that Super Bowl. Yes, he won that Super Bowl, but it wasn't just him. It was a collectively a team.
Yeah,
Offensive
it's a
unit
team
that
They
was
they
effort.
won
healthy.
it as a team. He didn't even put up no 300, 400 yards in the Super Bowl.
Right, right, right,
Derek Carr could have put up them numbers.
right. And,
I'm
and
just
look,
saying, with a good team.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Dad. I'm gonna be honest with you on this. I think that if there was some way or somehow the Super Bowl or the NFL was able to go give out a team award for the MVP, I believe that MVP trophy belonged to that
Belongs to the
defense.
defense.
That
It
that that
belongs to the
defensive
defense.
line, man.
Mm-hmm.
That entire
That was the most
defense.
physical defensive line I've seen in years.
Yes. Every time Patrick Mahomes dropped back, there was nowhere he could go. So I like and that was a great example that like Jalen Hurts didn't have the greatest of games. He even threw an interception in the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
so
people.
You know what I'm
people.
saying?
so
That's always been one of many knocks with Jalen. His interceptions, his decision making with the ball. I said,
But
hey, it's
we're
all
not
good
here
though.
bashing Jaden. What we're not
Mm-mm,
doing
we're
yeah,
not
is that
it's
bashing him. We
not.
just
we're not
criticizing him.
bashing him. What we're saying is that Philly was able to win a Super Bowl with not a elite quarterback, but with a decent quarterback. That's what
Right.
we're saying.
Eh,
They didn't win
right.
a Super Bowl with no with
When you
no
look
no
at
elite
it,
quarterback. That
when you
guy
look
is a good
at
quarterback.
Jalen, he is an A plus quarterback. He is of that category.
Right, but he's not no elite. He's still not Patrick Mahomes. He's still
He
not. He's still
Joe
not Josh Allen. He's
Burrow, no
still not.
Lamar, no
Look,
Yeah,
Josh
he's still
Allen,
not
no
Lamar Jackson. I mean,
Stafford,
come
no
on,
none of
man.
them guys. You know what I'm
Jalen
saying?
Hurts is.
He's a solid top 10 quarterback nonetheless.
Look, I'm
Top
gonna
10
say this.
period.
I'm gonna say this real quick because I didn't want to make it about Jalen Hurts or anything like that. I just used him as an example. But I
Hmm.
believe Jalen Hurts is like you said, top 10. He's not top three. You
Not
know,
top
uh,
five.
top five. Not even top
It's
five.
a good quarterback.
That's a
Top
good
10 straight up.
quarterback.
Top 10
That's
straight up.
that's a that's a good quarterback. That's basically a Matthew Stafford. Stafford is another great example
Right.
of he's not the elite, the best quarterback in the league. He's not Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. He's not one of those, but he's good enough to get you where you need to go. And
And,
that's what
EJ, he's also good enough. Listen, you bring him a running game. You bring him Barkley
right,
from New York, and this guy, they take him over the hump. It
right.
takes all of the
It's
running
just,
game takes all the
Takes
pressure
the load
off the
off.
quarterback.
Right.
look at what Baltimore did with Derrick Henry and Lamar.
Correct.
Yes,
Took
that's
a
right.
whole wad of
Load
pressure.
off for Lamar Jackson. That's right. Yeah.
So that's what the
Well,
Saints got to take that formula. What the Saints got to do, and not just rely just on Alvin. Draft. Look, I'm telling you right now, if McMillan is not at 9, and we have to settle for the running back from Boise State, I'm getting this kid. Look. I'm me. That's just me. I'm going to take this kid from
mhm.
Boise State if we can't get the wide receiver, because my number one on the board would be McMillan. If he falls to the Saints, ain't no way in the world I'm not getting that wide receiver. He's a
Number one,
beast.
I get what number
But
one, I get wide
but
receiver.
if that
I'm
but
getting
if
that
that
ninth pick for the wide receiver.
we gonna talk about yours, but we talk about mine. And what I'm
I-
Hmm.
saying is Jincy. If Jincy gets there, y'all got to remember the Saints' history. The Saints had Ricky Williams. And then they went when Ricky Williams was going down in his last years. They drafted Deuce McAllister. After when Deuce McAllister was going down, they drafted Reggie Bush.
Reggie.
When Reggie Bush was going down, they drafted Mark Ingram.
right.
That when that what you get where we going at?
There you
Mark
go.
Hmm.
Ingram, then came Alvin Kamara. Now we
Yep.
got to stay with the same formula to go get Jincy.
I would
This kid
love
will
that
be
one.
excellent.
I really would love that 1-2 punch of Alvin Kamara and Ashton Jeanty.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
that's your slasher and your pound for pound right
If
there.
you want to build
That,
this team and bring that mean side back, bring that toughness back to this organization, you go get your best running backs. You
there
go
you
get the
go.
one of the best and this is a deep draft at running backs, EJ. It's not just him. I mean, you
Yeah.
got Scatterboo in the third round. You can get second to third round. Scatterboo is out there. You got
Yeah.
the guy from Ohio State. They got plenty of running backs in this draft,
They
EJ.
got ETN too out of
Oh,
Georgia too.
yes, they got
ETN's
so
little
many
brother.
running
They got his
backs.
little brother. I would go with
Yes.
him.
No,
Yeah.
I ain't going with him now. I ain't going with him. I ain't going with him over no Scatterboo. I ain't going with him over no over Jincy. He nice. He nice, but he ain't getting over that.
Well, look, my whole point is to say all of this is that look, I while I'm saying, there's a possibility Derek Carr is going to be gone, I do want to make it clear that Derek Carr, it wasn't all Derek Carr's fault,
Right. That's
you
all
know,
we
and
saying.
and there's teams out there that still like Derek Carr. There's interest out there that people are
Tennessee
saying
want him. New York want him.
Derek
Cleveland want
Well,
him.
Carr
we don't know
is
if they want him. We can't speculate that they want him. It's rumored that
Derek
Rumor.
it's rumored
Derek
that he
Carr.
would be that they would be open to get a bridge quarterback, and he would be the perfect bridge quarterback.
Well, there you go. Derek Carr is a perfect
And it
bridge
is
quarterback
multiple
for
teams that
any
need
football
one.
team right now. He's good to be a good bridge quarterback right now because I
Mm-hmm.
think I think in
He'd
the
be a good bridge
NFL,
quarterback for us if we're going
yes,
to go with a
that's
rookie.
right. That's what I'm saying. So like in the NFL, I think
Saints fans don't want to hear that though.
a lot of NFL teams they do a bad job of throwing these rookie quarterbacks out there. Like the young man Caleb Williams, like he shouldn't have been thrown out there like that. They should have brought in a veteran and eased him
Everybody
in
not
like
Jaden
that.
Daniels.
Right? Everyone can't.
Exactly. That's why I
Everybody
said
can't
and
be
broke that
Jaden
down.
Daniels. Yeah, even Patrick Mahomes wasn't thrown out there when he was drafted over there to the Chiefs. Sometimes you gotta
He's of that
help these young men
3%.
out.
He of the 3% of 100% type of quarterbacks.
Right?
Remember, P. Holmes and Lamar both is the only
Well,
two
that's why
quarterbacks
I
that both
told you,
sat for a
Nas.
year.
Nas, that's why I told you that Spencer Rattler would be perfect for the Saints because he went through hell. He went through a whole season with not playing he never played with starters, and he put up all them yards. He had 4 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. But the kid really toughened it out this year. If it was me, I would go. If I would take the hit. I would take the hit and cut Carr or
I was
trade
about to
Carr.
say the same thing too.
I would
Save
either
that
take the
30
hit
mil
or
towards the
trade Carr.
salary cap.
If I can't trade Carr, I just go ahead and take the hit like Falcons
Like
is about to do.
Denver
Like
did with Russ.
like Denver did with Wilson. I just have to take the hit. And I would go with this young kid and I would let Kellen Moore work this system with this young man. Well,
And
Hayner
Well,
got
my
mhm.
hurt.
thing, my thing
And
is with
business
that
side
though.
wise, we could get somebody to a team that would take Carr to pay off the cap hit for towards us for Carr for us, which
But
in
we no
saying
no no
Well, I
even
ain't
if
gonna
he
lie
trade
to
him,
you,
we still gonna
Nas.
get the cap hit.
I'm not
Even
even
if we
gonna.
trade him, we still gonna get some of the cap hit. It don't
Right,
matter.
right.
we still
Nas,
got
I'm
to
gonna
pay
just
him
tell you right now,
some of the money.
If the Saints trade Derek Carr, the Saints are paying some money for
Yes,
Derek
they
Carr.
are. Yes, they are.
They're
They
still
are
paying some
not
money.
they are not gonna be able to shake off his contract. That is just something that they're gonna
That's
have to
just
either.
something we made. That was a terrible mistake by Mickey Loomis and
Right,
Dennis Allen, and that's just what we're gonna have to pay for.
right.
We
You
just
just
gonna have
gonna
to
have
pay.
You gonna have to eat that bullet. But I think honestly, y'all, I think Kellen Moore may draft one of these quarterbacks, man, in this draft. Don't rule that out.
Mm.
Do not rule that out at all.
The only
Quincy
one that I think that
Ewers,
he might draft is Alabama. Alabama's
Jalen
quarterback.
Milroe.
Jalen Milrow, and some people are gonna be very irritated with me saying this, but Jalen Milrow is similar
Jalen Hurts.
to Jalen Hurts. He's just
Yeah.
not as polished as a thrower yet. So if you get Doug Nussmeier, which is a great quarterback coach who's about to be the offensive coordinator of the Saints, that's about to happen. You get Doug Nussmeier, who can work with this kid. I think this man can run that offense. He don't have to be a big passing, throwing for 100 yards. I mean, throwing for 300 yards. He just got to be the guy that's protecting the football, use his athletic ability. He can
Is
run
his
that scheme.
Yep, he
Jalen Milrow would be the
just
perfect
the
kid.
only concern is just his
J
accuracy.
Rock in
That's
the
the only
house.
critical concern.
I don't know, y'all. I'm looking at Ole Miss quarterback.
I
Jackson
don't want
Dart,
him. I don't want. I
Jackson
don't.
Dart.
Jackson
Jackson
Dart is
Dart.
not athletic enough for me to, in my opinion, to run that Kellen Moore system that I'm looking for. If I'm, I just don't. I mean, think about it. You go
he's
out.
more passer than he is
Yeah,
runner.
and he's a good passer. Don't get me wrong, but
He's a good pass.
Is he worth the Saints drafting in the first round? If he was there in the third or second round, if he was in the second round,
Well,
I would give Jackson
I
Dart a shot.
wouldn't. I wouldn't draft him in the first round.
He's not coming in the first round. There's no way in the world the
He's
Saints.
no, I wouldn't draft him in the first round. If he's available in the second round, I would grab him. But first round, that's a no
Yeah,
go. That's just
it's
I
off
wouldn't do it.
limits. It's off limits to give up our first round for a quarterback. We have to get best available player as far as an
Now let me
athlete.
ask you this. Let
And
me ask you this then.
mandatory addresses that we got to
Let
get.
me ask you. Let me ask you this then. That um. Let me ask you this. We ain't thinking about. We're not thinking about Shador Sanders here because everybody just expects him to come off the board off of the top 5 picks. Now I'm from what I'm hearing from the woodworks here. What I'm hearing is that the New Orleans Saints, if the New Orleans Saints want their guy, and if they really like a guy in the draft, and you just got Kellen Moore and a guy that's saying basically, hey, I want my own quarterback. I want somebody different. Is
My
there a
own quarterback, my own
possibility?
coaching
Is there
staff,
a
whole
possibility
nine
that the New
yards.
Orleans
Because-
Saints go ahead and trade up for somebody
No,
like
no,
Shador
because it's going to
Sanders?
be the Giants. Because Deion Sanders wants his son to play in New York or Las Vegas. If it was Cam Ward who kind of like slipped, and then we had an opportunity to get Cam Ward, which I think is a better quarterback in my opinion. I think that if it was the Saints to trade up, it would be Cam Ward,
Really?
who is a 6'5" quarterback, 6'4", 6'5" quarterback who could sit in the pocket, big enough, way bigger than Shador. Shador, you're gonna have to deal with politics dealing with Shador. You're gonna have to deal with Deion Sanders getting in the way. Deion does not want his son in our market. He wants his son in a big market like a Las Vegas. He wants his son in the New York market. The kid already said that New York is gonna come get him. So I don't want to deal
Ooh.
with that speculation
If
of
I'm
him
him, I'll
with
go
that.
Vegas.
He would not
I'll
play
go
for New Orleans
Vegas.
Saints, and that would not be
That
a
wouldn't
good
be good.
situation for the Saints. And,
That's a great point.
and
That's a
my thing is
that's a
this. My thing is this. This is why I say not this year for the Saints going quarterback, because you got Arch Manning next year. You got
That's
you got
what me,
you
me
got
and
Al- you
multiple
got
have been
Drew Aller.
saying.
You got Drew Aller out there. Drew Aller
yeah,
for Penn State. You're gonna have Doug Nussmeier's son. Doug Nussmeier is about to be our offensive coordinator.
yeah,
His son is LSU's quarterback.
yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get his son though. I think we're
Oh, I
gonna get.
think that
We finna play get. We're gonna put Mickey playing cat and mouse to get Arch
nah,
Manning,
man.
bro.
Listen, what I'm trying to tell you, bro. All this stuff is politics, bro. It's just the way it is in football. The Saints ain't going for quarterback this year. It doesn't make
Not
sense.
this year.
Mickey already feel like they got a young quarterback that they can use this year. Give Spencer the chance this year. If Spencer go out and make himself known, Spencer go out there and play ball, cut Derek Carr or trade Derek Carr. Let's go with Spencer. Spencer Rattler this year, and if Spencer doesn't do well, then you can go draft a quarterback. Okay?
If you
Then
if
you
you
draft a quarterback.
if you go ahead and decide to roll with Spencer
You know, you
Rattler,
know, you know what I don't understand, B Slaughter. What I don't like about what y'all saying about Mickey still gonna mess stuff up. And Mickey ain't messed up nothing when he hired Sean Payton. Mickey ain't messed up nothing in the 27, the 20, what it was 2017 draft, where they had
that's right.
Marshawn Lattimore,
That's right.
where they had Michael Thomas. It was Mickey
That's
Loomis
right.
who was making the moves. So he
That's
had
right.
one bad year with Dennis Allen under the range, and now y'all act like Mickey forgot how to evaluate talent.
That's
Nah, man.
right.
Y'all got to understand, it ran out of time. The Saints ran out of time. When you were trying to win for Drew Brees, you ran out of time.
Right.
They kept putting the contracts back and back and back, flipping contracts because they ran out of time.
Yes.
Y'all keep on talking about this shit pisses me off because
Hey,
Saints
look.
fans are sometime lovers.
Yes.
Saints fans
Yes.
jump on the bandwagon when things are
And
good,
part
but when
part of
things are
that
bad, then they want to turn and flip.
part of that is because
And
of
that was a
Sean
part
Payton
of
too.
helping us win the Super Bowl.
Part of that was because of Sean Payton too, and I
Right.
really truly like Sean Payton could have
Sean could
replaced
have had
Drew
Lamar Jackson,
Brees.
EJ.
Yes, he could have had Lamar Jackson, but he chose Marcus Davenport. Y'all ain't talking about this stuff. Y'all just pointing at Mickey, Mickey, Mickey. Y'all don't
Mickey.
talk about this stuff, man. Like, calm down, man. Calm
They
down,
they
man. Y'all,
they done this shit. Listen, Pete Carmichael. We want Pete Carmichael. We fired Pete Carmichael. We went and got what his name?
Clint Kubiak.
Kubiak.
Clint
It didn't
Kubiak.
get
Yep.
no better. It got
Yep.
better in 2 weeks when they were injured. When you injured, you're gonna lose.
Yep.
The first 2 weeks. The Saints were booming. They looked like they were going to be the Super Bowl champs in them first 2 weeks. The Saints. Y'all can say we making excuses, but you can't expect a quarterback ready as Derek Carr. You can't expect the organization to be winning when they got that many injuries.
Right.
That was just a bad time for the Saints, man.
Yep.
I don't get it. I don't get, bro. You cannot get out there and compete with the best teams injured. You saw the two best football teams last night. The two best, on Sunday night. Y'all seen the two best and what they was healthy.
Yep.
Them boys was healthy. Both teams were healthy.
Yep.
You can't get to the Super Bowl injured.
That's right.
And y'all
And
think we're making excuses, but we're not. We're
a
just
little
saying,
bit.
be fair about it.
A little bit of luck goes on and goes into that, you know, because hey, in the NFL or in football in general, it's hard to have an entire healthy
Every
football
team
team.
has injuries.
You know,
Everybody.
every team deals with that. Everybody loses
Yeah, but not
somebody.
that many. That
Yeah,
the Saints. Let me tell you something. When I used to hear people say every team end up with injuries, I don't think. Come on now, 17 injuries, 17 starters, 17 players on the team, not starters. But
yeah,
come on, man, what y'all thinking, man? The Saints
yeah.
been injured since Michael Thomas.
Now,
The
J.
Saints
Rock,
been flipping. They've been
J.
flipping and flipping. They ran out of time since Drew Brees.
Now,
They
I do
ran
it.
out of time. That's all what happened. They kept trying to win a Super Bowl for Drew Brees. Drew
I,
Brees should have sat his ass down so Tom Brady would have took over. Tom
I,
Brady was ready. He wasn't gonna go to the Bucks. He was coming to the Saints. But Drew Brees wanted to he knew his arm was shot. Drew Brees wanted to get that one more Super Bowl.
I do agree with this statement from J. Rock. He said, I still got some beef with Mickey Loomis. If he had his way, Dennis Allen would still be the head coach of the New Orleans Saints.
I
And
agree with that.
I agree with
He
that.
Mhm.
was
I
too
do think
stubborn. He was
he was
too
stubborn
stubborn.
on that. He
He was too
was.
Exactly.
stubborn to
And
take an
Mickey,
L. He was too stubborn. He tried to make
Mickey
Dennis
still,
Allen.
and
That was
Mickey,
his one
he's
big
still
mistake.
butthurt. He's still butthurt about Dennis Allen.
That was his one big mistake. But we do know that Dennis Allen is still a good coach because he's
Still a
not a
good
good
defensive
head coach.
coordinator. He's
Dennis
a
Allen
great,
is
he is
not
a
a
great
good.
defensive coordinator.
He's not a good head coach. He's a good coach.
Yes.
Look what Chicago did. They hired him right away.
Right
Yep.
away. Yep.
And you
Yep.
figured right then and
So
there, as
y'all
soon as
can sit there and
Chicago
talk
came
what you
up, I
want.
said, up, he going
Everybody know that man can coach. He just can't coach the
defense.
whole team.
That's right.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
And
That's
Mickey,
right.
and you know what? Mickey was still butthurt about Dennis Allen leaving. I'm like, bro, look
Well, you got to understand this. He felt bad because let's just be understand, Saints fans, that the 9-8 season, we should have been in the playoffs that year. If it was, we were up on the Green Bay Packers, we should have won. We would have been. Jameis would have held it down. I ain't blaming you, Jameis, but we'd have won that
we ain't
game.
blaming you.
We'd have won that game. We'd have been in the playoffs. We'd have been in the playoffs. And Dennis Allen, we can blame Dennis Allen all we want, but I don't give a damn if it was Sean Payton. We wasn't going to the playoffs last year. We were too injured. We'd have had Bill
That was
Belichick.
2 years
You'd
back.
have had
Derek
Bill
Carr first
Belichick. You
year.
wouldn't win it. Y'all are delusional. Anybody think it's just the coach fault last year? I mean this year? Y'all delusional. Something is wrong with y'all.
Yeah.
Nobody would have won this year
It was
with
a
that
lot.
team.
It was a lot.
Whole 9 yards came out and
It was
happened to
head
us.
coach. It was injuries. It was
It was
the play
everything.
calling. It was a lot because and look, the reason why I say play calling because I didn't like how Clint Kubiak after the first two games called plays. Man, look, I'm not. I
I
thought he
love
could
how
have.
he was. I love how he was. EJ like committing to the run. That's the only thing I liked about him.
The problem was I even stated that at the same time point. He had multiple times on multiple situations where he got too committed to the run. There's a such thing as being too pass reliant, too run reliant.
Yeah.
Kubiak got to too many situations in multiple constant back-to-back games where he got to being too run reliant. That's what you got to
Yeah.
play action for.
Yeah.
I agree with B Slaughter about Matthews. Matthews has lost a step. You're probably going to see him going to be cut. Tyrann is probably going to be cut. The only one ain't going to be cut as a veteran is probably Cam Jordan because they kind of got a contract with him where he's going to retire. Saint, Alvin
Diddy
Kamara ain't.
publicly came out and stated he
Yeah,
gonna play for 3 more
Alvin ain't
years.
going to be cut because Alvin has just got his contract. But most of them veterans that y'all know will be cut. Most of them veterans will be cut, and it's okay. It's okay. I think it's okay for the Saints just to go ahead out there and play with some guys that we never heard of,
Now,
some
now,
younger
be
guys.
slaughter, be slaughter. I ain't gonna lie to you. You wrong on this statement. He said Saints' only chance was the loss. Minnesota, that was the best roster, better than '09 Saints. No, it was not.
No,
I'm gonna
no,
tell
it
you.
was not. They should
I'm
have
gonna
won
tell.
that the
In
interference.
2018, that was the best roster we had. And I'll put that roster even over the 2009 Saints. That was the best roster we had.
Well,
Even
I disagree with you. I think the 2011 team was the best roster. The one that got away with the 49ers beating us in the llast second. That was
yeah,
the best roster in my opinion.
yeah, that was a really good
That was with
roster as
Darren
well.
Sproles. That was with Darren Sproles. They had
Right.
almost everybody. Jimmy Graham. That was the best roster the Saints
Yeah.
ever put together.
I look and even 2017 in 2017, we were just starting. That was when we got all those draft picks and everything. We didn't know what
Brandon said
2017.
2018. He loved that draft. That draft was outstanding. Oh, it went into 2018. That was the miracle, the miracle. But that 2011 team was
Randy,
was
I
the
agree
highest
with your
scoring.
list.
The highest scoring. The 2011 team was the highest scoring team in New Orleans Saints history.
The Minnesota Miracle was 17 year.
Randy, I agree with your list, man. 2018 first, 2011 second, and then 2009 third. I agree with that.
Right.
I love 2011. That I agree. That was a powerful ass team right there, and we shouldn't have lost to the damn 49ers.
Come on, man.
But
We should have 3 Super Bowls.
we,
The
yeah,
Saints should have had 3 Super Bowls.
we should have three Super
Realistically,
Bowls right now.
we should have that one with the miracle where they pushed the Minnesota Miracle. They knocked it. If he would have just backed the shit down instead of trying to intercept the ball. If you look at it like this, Minnesota Miracle, the Rams, the scams. You know damn well we would have won that game if you would have pinned that pass interference wouldn't have happened.
Yeah,
The Saints should
yeah,
have had 3 Super
The
Bowls.
2019, the Minnesota no offensive pass interference call on Rudolph.
Nah, we weren't winning that year.
I ain't even gonna say
We
nothing
wasn't
on
winning
that
that
one.
year.
We wasn't prepared. We just was not prepared. We
Not
was
prepared
not.
that year. We still got screwed.
Jerry in the house. We see Jerry in the house. We see
But
Jerry
man,
G in the house.
but I'm gonna say this.
Don't forget
I like
2020 season. Don't forget 2020 season. That fake holding
that was
call on
another
Josh
one.
Hill.
That was another one
That
in
fake holding
2020.
call on Josh Hill on the punt return. That punt return from Deontay Hardy
well,
would have
well,
won us the
well,
game.
well, let me tell y'all something. The one game that made me cry. Well, literally, I was so drunk I started crying. I'm sitting here thinking the Saints
Ah,
was going to beat the hell out of the Seahawks. The Seahawks was
Oh,
7-9. The Seahawks came in with a 7-9 record and beat an 11 and
just
5
like
Saint team. That was the
yeah.
earthquake game.
You talking about that's
the
2020
the
right there,
beast
man.
mode
That was
run.
The
The
Beast Rock,
thing
man, that broke
here,
my heart.
here's the thing to it. People seem to forget of why we've had been so cursed for so long. It's because what we did to the NFL. People don't talk about this, and people forget this. That
Well,
2009 Super Bowl, that was originally supposed to be the Super Bowl that Peyton Manning was supposed to retire from. But guess what? Sean told the league and gave them the finger and said, screw it, took the ring, and we paid for it ever since. At the
I
same
ain't
well,
gonna
time,
look.
well,
I ain't
we
now,
looking
took a
that deep
Super Bowl
into
we
it.
wasn't
I ain't
supposed
gonna
to
look that
win.
deep
And
into
ever since
it.
that, Gooder was hot with us. Gooder was
Nas,
hot with us.
what are you looking for in and Kellen Moore would like fixing his coaching staff because that's going to be if he's going to have success, he has to hit. That defensive coordinator. He has to hit it. I'm telling you, whether it's
Yeah,
Staley,
he can't
whether,
just put
Anthony
anybody in there now.
it,
I
yeah,
gotta see Brandon Staley. Like
I don't think they're
if we're
going with no
gonna,
Anthony Weaver. They're going with somebody older and experienced. They
yeah,
need
if
somebody. You got to listen. Patterson. They got a Patterson is the Eagles' defensive line coach. That helped them swarming all over the place. He's up there. Then you dealing with Staley. Staley, bruh. Staley with the Rams was a bad man majama with the Rams.
yeah, but
Chargers.
people, but people
Chargers
are
With the
won that
gonna
Chargers.
look
defense
at,
too.
but
Nah, he
people
was the
are
head
gonna
coach.
look at his days
He
with the
like Dennis Allen.
Chargers.
He like Dennis Allen. He a
He
better
was the
defensive
head coach.
coach.
Remember, before they made him the head coach, he
Yeah,
was defensive coordinator too.
right.
Before they made him the head coach.
Now, J. Rock said, could the Saints have been the first team to three-peat from 2009? Yeah, they could have. They could have. And one of the things that people don't criticize Sean Payton for was Sean
The
Payton waited too
7 and 9
goddamn long.
years.
Sean Payton waited too damn long to put a defense around Drew
So
Brees.
yep,
And
yep.
you know what's crazy about
Yes, he
that?
And when
did.
Drew Brees got too
Drew
old
begged
by then,
him to
his
play
elbows and
defense at
shit
that
was
point
hurting.
in time. You know what's crazy about that? Drew begged Sean Payton personally. They don't need that never got reported. Drew begged Sean Payton to put a defense around him after that Super Bowl year.
We
And
got
never
Jerry in the
did.
house. We got Jerry
Jerry,
G.
Jerry,
Jerry G in the house.
Yo,
Jerry.
yo.
Jerry.
What's going on? What's going
There
on,
he is.
Jerry?
What's up? What
Wow.
up? What up? What up? What
Aren't you
up?
excited, Jerry? Are you excited?
I'm ready for the. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for
No,
more.
Jerry, I'm so happy. Listen, they said that the Saints would never get a coach. Nobody wants to coach this team. I have heard so many podcasts that go around. Nobody wants to coach. Could it be nobody wants to coach the Saints? Well, yeah, he was right. There were 32 teams. He was right about that because it's obvious this guy wanted to coach the Saints. So anybody who sit there and said nobody wants to coach the Saints, and I had to go back and I had to look at Cliff Kingsbury. The Saints were interested in Kingsbury, but
And Cliff said
hold
no.
up, Nas. Once Kingsbury said that he was not going to take interviews until after the playoffs. That's when the Saints was not interested in him. This is what reports from Nick on the Hill said. The Saints never went back to talk to him, never asked to talk to him again. After he said that he would not talk to anybody till after the playoffs. Then the Saints had moved on. Okay? So stop making it like the Saints was this turned around. Mike McCarthy. Reports was Mike McCarthy, the Saints talked to him verbally, but they
Yep.
never tried to reach back out to Mike McCarthy after flying to go to get Kellen Moore. After they flew, they was not interested in Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy did not turn down the Saints. The Saints turned down Mike McCarthy. Stop your lying. All of you guys out here for clickbait, lying.
Damn.
Ah,
EJ, your dad, he had the rant. I had to listen.
hey.
I'm
You
just so
know how
sick
you
and tired
do.
of this stuff, making it
I,
You
like
know,
our team. Nobody wants to
I
coach the
feel you,
Saints.
bro. I feel you. I feel you on
It's
that,
it,
bro.
and I love T.J. Jones. That's my dog. I love
Yeah, that's my brother.
Big Q. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about people who've been going around for this, like the guy who's the big the white boy. What his name from Point of View. Y'all know this guy, Matt Muscala.
Yeah,
yeah,
Matt
Matt
McConnell.
Moscano. I know who
Yeah,
you
this
talking
guy
about.
here is
I
the
know who you
biggest
talking
hater.
about.
How could you be a Saints fan and go there to listen to this fool who gets up there every time? He don't want us to be optimistic about our team at all. And
Mhm.
I just don't like that. You give my fans something to be proud of. Give them a little sense of hope.
Get
Yes,
them
we
what
can
they
Let
want.
let
criticize
me
our
let
organization.
me cut in here real quick, Dad. While you were ranting,
Go ahead.
Kellen Moore has just arrived in New Orleans, folks. He is
Oh,
in New
yeah.
Orleans right now. The plane has landed. He is here with his
Y'all ready for
family,
more?
Where the
and
second line at, man? Where the second line
he's
Y'all
got
ready for
pictures
more
up.
entertainment?
I
He's ready.
love the
He's ready to
hire.
get
I
to
love
work.
the hire. We
He's
I
just
ready
love
gotta
to
it.
let
get
it
to
play
work.
out.
Love it.
We
Hey, I
just gotta
love
let
it.
this play out.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's ready to get to
Hey,
work, y'all.
look,
Cause
I'm
we've been
excited,
getting
y'all.
hyped for 2, 3 years, and then next thing you know, we've been like, woo! Then
hey,
let this
I
time
agree
hey,
with
you know
let
with
what?
it
him
play
when
You
he
know
out.
what?
says
Let it play out.
when he
But
says when he
it's like a
talks
roller
about
coaster,
Derek Carr.
bro.
I
It's
agree
like a
with him.
roller coaster. You know, my man just got to saying, dude, it's like a roller coaster. One day you're up when the
One day
Saints are
you're
doing
down.
good, and one day, and next thing you know, you're down when the Saints are doing bad.
And
I'm a,
like I
I'm a,
said,
I'm gonna say this, and sorry to cut y'all off, y'all, but
How you
I'm gonna
good,
say
bro?
this real quick, man. Look, I know a lot of y'all, and Nas, you kind of reminded me of this. You know, I feel like every year something happens with the New Orleans Saints. We get up on this podcast and we try to, we try to bring the excitement and we try to go ahead and uplift Saints fans on here. And it's
Right.
very understandable for a lot of people to go ahead and feel right now like, hey, I just want to wait and see and see how this is going to shake
yes,
out. And there's
Let
nothing
this
wrong with that.
completely play
There,
out this
there,
time.
there is
that is
nothing,
absolutely nothing wrong with that.
nothing
Don't
wrong with
panic.
that. But I
Don't
do,
panic and
I'm
overthink
just
yourself.
sitting right here, like,
I
all right,
do
let's
want
see
to
how this
tell
play
Saints
out.
fans this though. I want y'all to know
Mm-hmm.
that do not judge Kellen Moore based off of 1 or 2
Ever.
seasons. Don't do this.
No,
Don't do this
no,
to Kellen
He
Moore.
no.
has
Because
had,
Kellen
as an
Moore,
offensive coordinator, he's had top 10 offenses.
You know
because
Dallas
what,
and
EJ? Let me
No,
Kellen
LA.
no,
Moore,
Nas. Listen what he's saying, Nas.
look, Kellen Moore is in a situation right now where a lot of people did not hurry up and say, "Hey, I want this job." You got to commend Kellen Moore right now that the fact that he said, "I'm taking on the challenge right now."
And that
That this,
you gotta love him for that.
yes,
Because
you gotta
everybody said
love.
this is not a sexy job. That everybody who's
Yes,
out here saying it's not desirable. For this guy to be brave enough to want to take a team that has a cap hell, that tells
yes,
me something about the guy. He loves the
yes,
challenge.
hmm
yes.
It's
Yep.
just
You
All
like
these
how it
got,
other
you
was
dudes
got.
with
copped
Sean
out.
Payton.
Brady copped out.
Yes,
It's just
you
like how it
gotta,
was with Sean Payton. Sean Payton
you
wasn't
Sean
our
gotta
first
Payton wanted the
love.
choice.
Yeah,
challenge.
same thing.
He wasn't our
You
first
gotta
choice.
commend this guy on this, man. You gotta give him the love, the fact that he said, you know what, man, I'm coming into New Orleans with a positive energy that I'm gonna change this damn culture around and I'm gonna do it my way. And look, it may not happen in 1 season. It may take a couple of seasons, but
And
I'm
it's
gonna
okay.
do it.
We're gonna be right there with him. We're gonna be
That's
right there
right.
supporting him. Because
That's
we
right.
know we're not expecting to go to the playoffs next year. Saints fans, if you're expecting the Saints to change in 1 year, you are delusional.
That's right.
It's gonna
No, we
take a
gotta take.
while.
We're gonna have to take a fifth down year and then see where we go from there. If after that fifth down year we make the playoffs,
I'm gonna tell
and
y'all this though.
I'm gonna be sitting there like, yep.
The best case scenario for the New Orleans Saints, and I don't think it's gonna turn into what it did for the Commanders or anything like that. But I think
No,
the best case scenario right
no.
now is that if they end up winning like 8 games, seven or
Nine,
eight games,
nine,
nine
nine.
games,
Maybe
they win
nine.
seven,
That's
8 or 9 games.
unbelievable, Jerry. Jerry, he
That
wins
would
nine
be
games.
that should tell you
He won
Go
nine
everything you
check
games
need
out
his
to
the
first
know.
schedule.
year.
Go check out the schedule
Yep.
that we got.
It's one of the weakest schedules in the NFL. And this is one of the things about the NFL. The teams that be at the bottom will
Mhm.
always end up at the top. So I'm telling you, with the Falcons always going to lay an egg. The 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 the, the Yuccaneers, the Yuccaneers lost their offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
They lost. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Don't act like it's impossible if the Saints can. Let me tell you, depending on the quarterback, depending on how we bring some people back, because let me tell you, they're gonna get under the salary cap. Jerry G, they're gonna
Absolutely.
get under the salary cap. It's got that. They always get under the salary cap, so
Hmm.
Right,
they're gonna get under the salary cap.
Yep.
Now
right.
they're gonna have money for at least about three good players, 4 or 3 players. They're gonna get the money to go get a couple of players. And let me tell you something: you build through the draft like you did in 2018. If you hit your draft this year, if the Saints hit the draft, because this is the first time the Saints been drafting top 10
Hmm.
since Sean Payton became
Yeah.
the coach.
Yeah, I
When the
remember
last time
because
the Saints had to hit top 10?
2006 because I remember because when
Right.
when Sean
And that
Payton
was
came,
Reggie.
thank you. I was getting ready to say that when 2006
T
when Sean
Dirty.
Payton what up T Dirty? That's my guy right
Too
there, man.
dirty.
And
T
T
Dirty
One
in
of
the
the
Dirty,
ultimate
house.
Saints fans. One of the
you
ultimate
got to
Saints
come on
fans.
in, bro. I got to hear from you, bro. I know you got something you got to
Come
say.
on, T
T
Dirty. Come on, bro. Come
Dirty,
on the
we
panel.
saying,
T
we
Dirty,
saying
Too
with you,
dirty.
my
Come on
boy.
in, man.
We
yeah, click
saying
that
with you.
link, bro. Come on in.
And
We got an hour.
I do want to tell y'all if y'all all watching, because we got some viewers in the chat, man. Click that link right there, and y'all come on, hop on in, man. We
And
got room
we
up in
we
here, man.
are the
Hey,
we
it's
are
all over.
open to the public. We are the fans. We are the game day crew. We are everybody. Randy, Wendell, all of you guys are welcome to come on the panel. We
Yeah,
are not we allow everybody to speak over here. Y'all
yeah,
come on over. It's a
yeah.
free party over here.
Gentlemen and ladies, come on in.
Come
Ladies,
on
we let
in.
everybody
Yeah,
come on over here. We don't care
Everybody, come
what you
on in.
is. We don't judge it. Whatever you doing, you know, if you want
Oh,
to.
no, oh hell no.
yeah. No, hey,
They're a
but
Saints
fellas,
fan. They're a Saints fan. I don't care what they is.
but hey,
Oh, we
but
go get
EJ,
that bread,
every
T Dirty. Go get that bread,
Come
T
on in,
Dirty.
man.
I got you, bro. I got you. But hey, when the words of T Dirty, he said it best. F that car, we should have bought a scooter. That's his word. Shout out to T Dirty. That's my guy.
well,
But
let me tell y'all something. As far as I just want to let people know that I'm not a defender of Derek Carr. I'm just all about being fair. All I'm saying is Derek Carr is not the reason why the Saints been losing these last 3 years. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
2 years.
I said was that a bad investment? Hell yeah.
Oh my
Was he?
God.
They shouldn't have never signed him to that contract. And as far as I'm concerned, Jameis Winston wasn't the guy. As far as I'm concerned, Andy Dalton wasn't the guy. As far as I'm concerned, Derek Carr wasn't the guy. All of them wasn't the guy. We all any Saints fans got to realize this. When you leave from a Hall of Fame quarterback, this has happened not to us. It has happened to
It happened to
everybody. It takes a long time to get over a Hall of Fame quarterback. Go look at the Miami Dolphins. Go look at all the
Pittsburgh,
people who have lost their legendary
Seattle.
quarterbacks. It takes a
Pittsburgh and
long time to
Seattle's two
recover.
of them.
yeah,
You can't expect everybody to be Drew Brees.
New England.
yep.
Yes.
All them.
So it
All
was
them
we just
laws. All them killers.
Jerry G, our time just had ran out. We
Mm-hmm.
had did so much to try to keep Breeze, to try to get Breeze all the pieces he needed.
Mm-hmm.
And we had gotten to cap hell because we kept trying to stack. We kept fighting to get. You can't get mad with Mickey for trying to compete at that time. At that time, y'all wasn't criticizing Mickey.
Yeah.
When it was up there, when it was doing them flipping them contracts, y'all was not getting
Y'all was
mad.
not, yeah. Yeah. Y'all wasn't
Now
getting
y'all
mad
gotta
at him.
take y'all.
Y'all was
There
like,
wasn't.
hell yeah, Mickey, we trying to
Yeah,
win. We
Mickey,
trying to
y'all
get
was
a
saying
ring.
Mickey, y'all was calling
Remember, I
Mickey the
broke
money
down
man.
what
Don't let me pull up the old tapes. Y'all
Yeah,
was
and
calling Mickey the.
yeah.
I got all that stuff. Mickey the money man,
Yup, the money
The Magic Man.
manipulator. Yeah,
the
hey,
money manipulator. Y'all was
yup,
cheering Mickey on. Now all of a
yup.
sudden, fire Mickey.
The cat
Y'all some
wizard,
hypocrites.
the cat wizard. Now it's
The
Fire
cap
Mickey all of
wizard.
a sudden.
Mhm.
remember
Now all
we
of a
Yup.
talked
sudden,
about
cause
the
really to be
team
honest with you,
situation which would have saved us.
if
You and me
COVID
talked
didn't
about it on the
happen,
page.
when COVID happened, that's when the Saints cap went down. Because they wasn't able to manipulate the cap anymore because of COVID. They didn't have the money. See, y'all got to remember, COVID had messed the Saints up. That was during the COVID year when they cap situation really got. They didn't have the money because nobody was in the dome that year. Remember, nobody was in the dome. The team wasn't making no money. They couldn't flip the. They just ran out of time, y'all. The
Mhm.
Saints ran out of
The
time.
can bust right then and there.
Yep.
But it was the worst thing in Saints history to hire Dennis Allen. That's the worst thing that ever happened with Mickey.
Stephen
Mickey
A.
would have
and
been
Kenny Sharp
Mickey
said
would
the
have been
same
one of the
thing.
Saints Hall of Famers if he wouldn't have hired Dennis Allen. That Dennis Allen tarnished Mickey reputation
You know what
because
I
Mickey
think
was a good
happened?
ass
And here's what they don't
GM.
talk about. Here's the part they don't talk about.
Yep.
Sean Payton is
Y'all
the one
know
who told him to
And
hire him,
Sean Payton told him to do it.
that gave
what
him the runaround. When
he
you could
should
have
have.
gave the job to Darren Rizzi,
You know, y'all
a
know
guy
Sean Payton didn't
similar
want
to him.
nobody to replace him that was good. Sean
Mickey.
Payton knew what he was doing.
Come,
Yup.
man, I
Yup.
would have rather took Rizzi for 2 years than Dennis Allen.
Mickey was
Why
stepping
why why
away
Sean
from.
Payton didn't ask Rizzi? Why he didn't ask about Rizzi?
Exactly. Even shout out to Dennis Blossom. He said that same thing. You give the players a player similar to Sean Payton, who the players is going to play for, because he is a head coach, a slash assistant head coach, who the players is going to play for. He gives energy and he holds his players accountable.
Dennis Allen shouldn't have never got that job. You know,
No.
It should have been Rizzi.
y'all realize there were many
No.
people they could have gave Clint Kubiak the job. Clint Kubiak should have had the head coaching job if you ask me.
Kubiak was one of them too.
I know he had 1 year, but I'd have gave him the interim
I don't know about all that. I don't
because
know
he was
about
running
that.
the offense. I always believe whoever running the offense should be the head coach.
The question, the
That's just
problem
what I
to that
believe.
was his play
I hear what
calling.
you're saying, man. I hear what you're
Is
saying.
as much as I love what Kubiak did, we got to be accountable towards him at the same time. He made it.
But hold up, Nas.
He had. He looked like
Nah,
Pete
nah.
Y'all
Carmichael
acting like Kubiak is
2.0.
junk, and Kubiak went and got him a job with the
I'll
Seattle
give him his
Seahawks.
credit.
He
I
done
have to
got
give him his
hold up.
credit.
He done fooled around and got a job with the Seattle Seahawks. We all the people we saying trash. Everybody keeps swiping up.
I ain't say he trash.
How did he get
I
a
didn't
job?
even say that. I said
I
I'm
ain't
saying be
say he
constructively
trash.
critically accountable of Kubiak. His play calling decision making, if he was the
Yes.
head coach, would have been crazy because he
Yes.
did not one single game not make not now diddly poo worth of second half adjustments.
That's right.
Almost
That's
almost
right.
using
I
So
That's
agree.
agree.
all I'm
I
saying.
agree.
That's
I
all I'm
agree with
I
saying.
that.
agree. I agree.
I
He didn't
agree.
make no sec. Them adjustments. Now, when you say adjustments, Jerry G, when he says adjustment,
Uh-huh.
well, who the hell you adjusting with? Because Lord, come on, man, he can only be one dimensional because they didn't have no wide receivers. Come on, bro. Other than MS, what his name?
Marquez
Stanley.
Valdez Scantling.
Bro, come
Scanning.
on, man. Them dudes came off the damn streets. Them dudes I ain't never heard of. Them wide receivers. Bro, come
Now,
on, man.
now, Vander Scanlon, I've heard of him because he played for
No, I'm not
different
talking about
teams.
him. I said after them,
Oh
them other
yeah.
dudes.
That we don't know
This,
about. Them
yeah.
Man,
unknown. Look, hey,
AT Perry
them
move is kicking
unknown.
us in the balls right now. Do you
Like
know how
Samuel.
much of a difference that would have made a Marquez Valdez Scantling, a Chris Olave, a Rashid Shaheed, and a AT Perry still in that offense? You would have had
Man,
two experience.
Yeah,
Skip Bayless can kiss
I
our
want.
ass because Skip
Look,
Bayless ain't got a job and he mad at Kellen Moore for getting a job. You ain't got a job neither, Skip. You mad because Kellen got one and you got fired from FS1. So you so Skip
Skip
Bayless
mad,
Skip
he
Bayless
ain't
Skip
can't
got
be
mad
no
relevant.
because
job,
he's not
man.
on his
Skip
team no
Bayless
more.
ain't relevant.
Skip
We don't
mad.
give a
Skip
damn what
is
Skip
mad.
say no more.
Skip is mad because Kellen Moore is not the offensive coordinator or head coach of his team.
Hey,
Yep.
Skip Bayless. Hey,
That's
Skip
what it
Hey,
Bayless.
he
is.
look. Hey, I ain't
Skip
And
gonna
that's
lie.
on
Bayless.
Jerry. That's
I
on
ain't gonna
Jerry
lie.
Jones,
I'm
boy.
gonna lie to you, Nas. Look, they had plenty of chances
Oh,
to
Skip
make
just mad.
Kellen Moore a head
He mad
coach
because he
over
ain't got
there.
no job.
Exactly. But guess
First of all,
what? Jerry Jones.
Skip Bayless needs to shut up because Kellen Moore had Dallas top
In
five every year.
top 10
Yup.
overall in offense.
It
That's
wasn't no
right.
And
top
you
10, it was
still
top five.
top 5 of top 10 nonetheless. And he still didn't get a head coach job
Hey, look.
in Dallas?
Hey, look. Hey, Skip.
Man, I
Right
told
now.
y'all it's Jerry Jones. Jerry is shrewd.
Hey, look. Right now, Skip Bayless out there being Pimp Daddy Skip.
Look, he out there buying coochie. He out there buying the coochie.
No.
Allegedly
Yeah,
now.
allegedly he out there buying
Yeah.
something. He
Yeah.
cat daddy. That's old cat daddy. Cat daddy Skip.
We not gonna say that he did it. It is allegations.
Allegedly he cat daddy
Go ahead,
Skip.
Skip. Go ahead, player.
Allegedly,
Oh,
Look.
player.
Yeah, but look.
man, y'all know it's crazy with Kellen Moore. I feel like he should have been got a head coach opportunity way before when he came to us. Way before. Because he showcased it.
Well,
You
that's
did
what
it.
I'm
You
saying.
did it with you did it in LA. You did it in Dallas, and you did it in Philly. That was 3 points
Y'all
in
make
time.
sure
He
y'all hit that
showed it.
like button, y'all.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I know that we're not as big as the other platforms, but we all are the Who That Nations, y'all. Everybody should be hitting that like button because that helps the algorithm. That helps us get noticed. So please don't be hating. Y'all hit that like button. It don't cost nothing to hit the
Let
like
me
button,
get
y'all.
straight.
It don't cost nothing to hit that like button. Even if you don't like us, you a hater. You know what I'm saying? Hit the dislike button if you
Hey
don't like
guys,
us.
I got something in mind that's gonna be crazy. You know what I think gonna happen? I see possible most wind up happening. Mickey finna play cat and mouse 26 season, and he about to get Arch Manning. Because did y'all go look up what his daddy said? His daddy said he want his son to go play for Dallas. What? All
What?
because what?
That is
He
absolutely true. That's
Man,
absolutely true. That's
boy,
absolutely true. But
Archie,
see,
we love
I
you.
man.
never liked the Mannings. I never liked Archie.
Oh,
And she said,
Archie,
no,
we love you.
no,
Marchie, shut
I
up.
never
Let your son have
listen.
his own path.
I have never thought Archie was all that with the Saints. The only people make Archie so great is these YT people. But ain't
Yeah.
nobody, because I'm going to tell you like this. Archie, Aaron Brooks got a better record than him. Aaron Brooks got better stats than
Damn.
he do. And,
Damn.
That's
and
true.
everybody criticize Aaron Brooks, talk bad about Aaron Brooks. And
You can criticize
and
Arch
you
Manning
can't say
though.
nothing bad about Archie.
Yep.
Oh no no no
Archie
no no
didn't
no.
want none of his
Archie gonna get
kids to
talked
play for
about.
LSU.
You can't
Yeah.
say nothing about Archie,
You
boy.
can't say nothing
Archie
about
said,
Archie.
Archie, we love you,
Bro.
but shut up. Talking about you desire your son to go play
He
for
ain't never
Dallas.
want
All
none of
because
his
you put
children to play for LSU.
Man, look.
all because he went to Houston. You want your
No.
son to tarnish his
Yep.
own career? Your own son sat up there out his own mouth and said he desires to create his own path. He want to play for who he want to play
Damn, I
for.
get you.
Let your son have his own path. All because you didn't have
There you
success.
go.
All after you left us, then you went to the
Yeah,
Houston
but if he was
Oilers.
so
What
great, he would
happened
have
to you?
elevated y'all. The stuff that y'all give credit, criticizing Derek Carr. If Archie was so good, why he didn't elevate the Saints? Why he didn't make
Mm,
them better?
he ain't elevate us.
Mm.
No, no. Let your son. I say,
That that's a good question right there.
I
no.
mean,
Let
y'all got to hold the same energy for all the other for the guys that y'all think are so great, and that's like why I criticize Joe Brady because and all these people was talking about we need Joe Brady. Joe Brady was in our division. We saw Joe Brady as an offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater said that they
went to
would not
a
even do
pinnacle
goal line
organization.
plays. That they didn't
Went
even work the goal line plays. Teddy Bridgewater was criticizing Joe Brady.
Yep.
So y'all upset that Joe Brady turned us down. The only thing making Joe Brady look so good is Josh Allen. He's the that's the you. So if you you tell me this is why I respect Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore wants to come to the Saints and coach a team like the Saints. He want
You
a
grab
challenge.
you grab people that
He
want you.
want a challenge.
You get the people who want you. You don't go
who
get
desire
somebody
to
that
be
You
don't
here
thank
want
long
you.
you.
term, not no short
You get
term
the people.
pass.
Say it again, son. You get the
You
people.
get the people that want you.
You.
Who
Yep.
actually desire to be here in New Orleans, actually desire to stay
We got to stop
here.
chasing and wanting other people who don't want us.
That's right.
Exactly.
Because New
That's
Orleans
right.
will love you. If you love New Orleans,
New
We
New
love
Orleans
you
will
back.
Orleans
love
will
you
love
Love
you
you
back.
they'll
back.
back.
love you back.
Straight up.
That's right. That's right, man. Look, like I said, I'm excited for this man. I'm glad at the fact that he deciding that he wants to go ahead and take on the challenge, man. That tells me everything I need to know.
His mentality.
Yeah. But look, I
Orlowski,
got
and
yeah.
shout out to him because we don't know what he's about to do in next
Or
in his
Orlowski
career and
might be our
everything.
quarterback
He may
coach.
you never know. You never
They
know there,
talking
but
about he might be the Saints quarterback coach.
He publicly stated that he's taking a break from ESPN.
Yeah,
He's taking a
but
break.
but people are linking him to the Saints.
But
Mm.
he was talking about Kellen Moore and everything, and he was talking about the fact that
I wouldn't mind. I
they
wouldn't
he
mind
was
being
he
Orlovsky as the quarterbacks coach because you get
Hold up,
paid so many.
Nas, you're talking over him. Go ahead.
he
You
was he
can't
was
hear.
saying
Go ahead.
he was
Lord.
saying that Kellen Moore is not the rah-rah guy. He's not the guy that you're going to go ahead into the locker room and, you're going to go ahead and throw helmets everywhere and watch, dances and all this type of crazy stuff in the locker room. But he loves the fact that Kellen Moore is a football-minded guy. This guy knows football. He knows what he's talking about. And because he's so young in this league, he's able to go ahead and relate to these football players, man. He knows how to go ahead and form that connection with these athletes in the locker room. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I think these Saints players need more than anything. They need somebody that can relate to them, that can go ahead on a personal level and sit there and say, "Hey, coach, what can I do better, or do you need this, or do you need that, or maybe invite the athletes over to his house." Like, you need a guy like that so that when you're on the football field, you can play loose. You don't have to feel like you're under a guy where you looking behind your back 24/7, 365, and you don't, you're uncomfortable. So I'm really excited at the fact, like I said, Kellen Moore could have easily decided, hey, I'm gonna stay with Philadelphia. I just won a Super Bowl, man. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I gotta do.
Yeah, he
And
could have
and
did what
and
Josh Allen did. I mean,
right.
what the other man?
Cliff Kingsbury. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
and
and
all them.
just
Mm-hmm.
and wait for the next coaching cycle and like Mike McCarthy and everything. But he
Uh-huh.
decided, hey, this is my time. I'm gonna go ahead and take that chance, man. It's a great city, and they're gonna make they're not in a great place right now in cap space and stuff like that. But they like the national media is painting it like the Saints
Like
can't
they'll
get out
never
of their
get out of it.
troubles. Right. Like, come
All we
on,
go
man. Like
we
you
go
you
we'll be out of it by next year. We'll be out of it by next
come
year.
on now, like there's been look at the Lions, man.
Even
It's the Lions never thought they was gonna go ahead and change their culture around and be where they are right now,
Well,
man. You gotta
Washington, Washington was in
wa-
cap hell.
right,
They was just in
Washington.
cap hell. And,
Yes,
and they drafted
and
one guy. They drafted one
one
guy and
quarterback,
got one
and that
coach.
shifted
right.
And
everything.
that shifted the whole thing.
And guess what? They had the formula that actually fits their team.
And
A
Washington
defensive
fans were
head
worse
coach.
than us. Washington fans booed. They were protesting. From what I'm hearing on one of the beat writers was talking about how they were protesting against Dan Quinn. They did not want Dan Quinn, and now they
Yeah,
celebrating Dan
yeah,
Quinn.
And look what
yes,
happened.
They did not want Dan
And
yes.
Quinn.
people seem to forget about
Look,
Dan Quinn.
And look
Dan
what
Quinn
look,
is a player's
hang
hey,
on,
coach guy.
y'all. Look, you know
and
how
look
the
what Dan
Saints are
Quinn
painted
did.
as the Saints are painted as the worst team in football right now in the NFL. That's how the Commanders were just last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just last
Yeah.
year.
just last year
Yeah.
before Daniels came
What a
there.
wonder that can do for you. You hire a
Yeah.
new head coach, get a quarterback, and
You
you're
got
right back in it.
and Jayden
And you get a
That's
Daniels.
why I
Yeah.
say I'm
caliber
not.
offensive coordinator under a defensive head coach like Dan Quinn, who is a player's first head coach, gives energy, and then voila, you get a
But that's why I
defense.
don't rule. That's why I don't
Boom.
rule this team out because we don't know who's going to be the quarterback next year. We don't know what the Saints' plans is. So
Right.
for anybody to jump ahead and talk ahead and think that they know the future, things change quick.
Nobody knows anything.
Nobody knows what
We
the
can
team is
just
going to be like.
question it. We can just question it. What you gonna do about Jawan Johnson going into free agency? What
Well,
about him?
no, I don't want to hear nothing about no Jawan. I want to ask you a question. What we gonna do with your boy Taysom Hill? Because I don't,
Shoot, that
because that's
Oh,
I
the
was
biggest
about to.
question.
That
I
was a
want to
good
know.
question.
Yeah, bro. I want to
That
know
was one of
because
many questions I was
because
gonna
you
ask.
talking about Jawan Johnson, are the Saints? Because look, we all love Taysom Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I, are the Saints? What is y'all prediction, EJ? Is he gonna be on
hey,
this
now
team?
look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now about Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is gonna be a Saints legend forever. He's gonna be in the Saints Hall of Fame. I don't know if they're gonna necessarily let him in the NFL Hall of Fame, but what he's done in his career, nobody has ever done what he's done. But I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. This man is 35, 30, going on 36
He's
years old.
36.
34. 34.
Or what 34 going on 35. He's old as hell. And he's coming off a damn injury that not many players in the league can could just come right back from. I'm gonna just tell
Joe
y'all that.
Burrow
Now,
did.
you
No one said it
look,
took Deshaun
Joe,
He
hey,
gonna
Watson
hang
come
on.
back
and
from
Joe
Now,
that
now,
next
Burrow.
year.
guys. Now, Nas, what you just said right there, you said Joe Dan Bureau, who's still in his 20s. All
Mm-hmm.
right?
It
Joe
took him a
Bureau
minute.
does not. Joe Bureau does not do what Taysom Hill does on a daily business, which is
I know. I'm
block,
saying off of
catch.
the injury history part. Remember, it kind of, you know what it reminds me of with the Taysom Hill situation? Y'all remember that linebacker? What was that boy name? 58. Thomas Davis. Am I correct?
Yeah,
Remember,
but Thomas
he
Davis is
had.
a linebacker.
I
Look,
know.
look.
I'm
Don't.
saying injury history wise, history repeats itself, right?
You
Thomas
know,
Davis had three
I
ACL
believe
I
that
injuries, right?
think
Taysom
the
Hill is a
writing is
Taysom
free
had
on the
his
wall,
agent.
third, right?
y'all. I
And look
think
what
this is
happened.
the year
Thomas
that Taysom Hill
Davis.
gets cut. I think he gets
I
cut.
think this is the year you're gonna have to release him because Taysom Hill. It's not just Taysom Hill. It's not that we don't love him. We love Taysom. It's just that the Saints got to let some of these veterans go. It's Nathan Shepard. He has to go. That's the Saints got to cut. Look. He's gonna be. Look, I wouldn't cut Taysom Hill. I would ask Sean, do he want him for a fifth round pick? Sixth round pick or something like that, 7th round pick. I would see because by the fact that Sean and Mickey know each other, I would give Taysom Hill to the Broncos for a 7 to 6 round. Stack up more picks. The Saints stack up more picks. Just keep stacking up more picks. If they want him, give it to him. Okay, it's time for because what Taysom gonna do? Taysom will not fit Kellen Moore's offense. That Wildcat shit is gonna take away from what Kellen Moore is doing with his new system.
That's right.
We don't need that no more. We need to go back and we're gonna have to go get like I say, if I'm drafting and I see Jency at 9, if I don't get McMillan, if McMillan is not at 9, the best wide receiver in the draft, and the best available player be that running back from Boise State, I'm gonna pair him up with Alvin Kamara. That's just me. Okay? So what I'm saying is this: the Saints need athletes. The Saints need best available. They don't need no, I don't want to see no linemen until the second and third round.
Let's
And
go
free agents.
young.
And free agents.
Let's go young, y'all.
Go
Let's go
young.
young. Let's not be afraid to go ahead
Let's
and
not
bring
be
in this
afraid to
new
lose some
era.
of our veterans.
Yes.
Tyrann Matthews. It's time to let
Yes.
Tyrann go. Now,
Yes.
but we're not gonna let the only veteran we're not gonna let go, and I'm telling you, is
It's
Cam Jordan.
DeMario. Yeah, hey, no,
Cam
hang on.
Jordan and DeMario. Them
Yes,
two not
Cam
gonna be
Jordan and
gone.
DeMario. Yeah.
Didi made
Everybody
clear he's
else,
gonna play 3 more years.
yeah, everybody else gonna be gone. And I
And
hate to say that.
I'm okay with that. I'm
And I'm
okay
okay
with
with
that.
that.
That's
I'm okay
that's
with
there's
that.
yeah, there's no problem with that at all. Look, man, we knew
Let
that they
Farsky start, huh, EJ? Let
yes.
Farsky start.
Let's see what we got at Foskey. We was getting mad about Zach Bond. We didn't give Zach Bond a chance. Let's give Foskey a
Hey,
chance.
Zach Bourne, EJ. Zach Bourne is a free agent, and they said that Philly is not going to re-sign him. Go back and get Zach. Look, Kellen Moore knows Zach Bourne. Go back and get him. You made a mistake and you let him go. Go back and get him.
Who knows? Who knows now?
Depends on the
Who
defensive
knows?
coordinator.
Go back
It
and get
depends
him.
on the defensive coordinator. You got to look at
I,
system.
I mean,
Brandon Staley.
Gardner Johnson came back to Philly, and
Yep.
don't tell me about no system Nas because they going into the Philly system.
Yep.
You can best believe they're bringing them boys over to New
Yep.
Orleans.
Yep. Kellen
Brandon
Moore is bring
Staley. It's the type.
Kellen
Is
Moore.
he a 3-4 guy or is he a 4-3 system? Because Fauci is a 3-4
That
system,
man
guys.
gonna run the Philadelphia system, Nas. Why you keep saying
Three
this?
four, three
Whatever
four guy.
Philly's running, the Saints gonna run
Defensively,
defensively. You ain't gonna you gonna
there's
want
questioning
imitate. You gonna
defensively.
want imitate the team you left. They're a Super Bowl champ. They're gonna imitate them. That's just the
Right.
NFL is a copycat league, Nas. They copycat each other.
And at the same time, they got film on you now once because they already know that system.
So what do you think the Saints gonna do, Nas?
I think Brandon Staley. I think Brandon Staley. I
That's a
think I
good
go with Brandon
question.
Staley. That's gonna be a move. That's gonna be the big move. You get Brandon Staley because Kellen Moore and Brandon Staley is familiar with each other.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. But don't forget
Hey,
Patterson. Like I told you, I'm hearing a lot about this dude, the D line coach or the linebacker coach. They're gonna be taking players from Philly's team. I mean, coaches and players, because they're gonna have like the third strings and stuff like. A lot of them players gonna end up on the Saints team. A lot of them guys gonna want to play with Kellen Moore. A lot of them offensive players, they're gonna want to play with Kellen Moore, like Gantware, Kenny Gantware, and all them. A lot of them dudes ain't getting re-signed back with Philly.
Most of them cats gonna go
Them
elsewhere.
third
You
string
got
running
some,
backs, they're gonna
and
try to
you
get a job with Kellen Moore. I'm telling you.
some of them cats actually, and some of them Philly cats actually desire to play for New Orleans. They just, they went to Philly for more money. Now they come here, they're
But they're
gonna be
gonna
like,
follow
hey, I
their
like
coach.
this.
They're gonna follow their coach. Everybody wants to stay with their coach and their system.
They
Okay?
coach and they go to a city. They love. I'm like, hey, if you love New Orleans, we'll love you back.
I gotta bring this. I
Go ahead,
gotta
E.
bring this up, y'all. Darren Rizzi. We got to talk about Darren Rizzi right now.
Mm.
It is expected that Darren Rizzi will be going to Denver to join Sean
No
Payton and his
surprise. No
staff.
No
surprise.
surprise.
No surprise there. But I did want to shout Darren Rizzi out because
Shout out to Darren Rizzi.
there was a lot of people in here that were sitting
Go ahead, EJ. You sound like you done
in this
lost.
cycle. And about Darren Rizzi, I appreciate everything that he did. Within that tough situation, we could have easily lost every single game after Dennis
Yeah,
Allen was
shout out to
fired.
Darren Rizzi.
He was
Darren
able to
Rizzi
put
had
the
to give his
Saints in a
best in
better
the
place.
situation.
Yeah, Rizzy changed it
And
up
I
a little
wish,
bit since he became interim coach.
Mm-hmm.
He was not. That's not EJ. I know what you about to say.
but that's a
There has
conflict of
never been a
interest. You
special
don't want
team
to,
coach.
draw conflict with Kellen Moore.
EJ, there has never been an interim coach to come back with the new regime.
Right,
Never, ever.
right,
Antonio Pierce. There has never been an interim coach who has taken on. I'm talking about like a special team coach
yeah,
has came in when he didn't get the job as the head coach. They have never brought him back. Tony
yeah,
Basashi over there for Raiders. What his name? Basashi. He didn't get to come back with the Raiders.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's just the way the NFL is. They don't bring them
It's
back.
just that's what it is, man. And not to say that I didn't have confidence in Darren Rizzi to be the head coach, man. I liked what his
Yeah,
philosophy. I liked that he brought energy and everything. But my
and
concerns
accountability.
was that and we'll never know because we never seen him bring in his own staff and
Y'all,
everything
please
like
hit the
that.
like buttons. Please hit the
But
like
I
buttons in the
but
posted the
please.
I
wrestles. I
just
Y'all, hold
posted the
on. Y'all,
wrestles
please
and
hit
those
the
on the
like
page.
buttons. Hit the like buttons and also share the video, please. We are the Who That Nation. We are all a part of the Who That Nations. The Baddest Sports Show podcast is a part of, just like the Sports Karma, just like TJ Jones, just like everybody out there. We love the Saints just like everybody else. Hopefully you guys can support us as well. Okay? All groups should be supported. I don't care who you are. If you love the Saints, we all should subscribe to each other. All of us should support each other. Right, Jerry?
That's right.
there you go. There you go.
That's
Look,
right.
and
And look,
remember, this is the baddest sports show podcast in the Deep South. So my co-host, my dad, just said every 504. Hey, if y'all are new up in here, welcome,
It
and
don't
we hope
cost nothing to subscribe.
we hope y'all enjoying the show. We appreciate y'all for you coming in, viewing the
yeah.
show. But if y'all can like and subscribe, come on in, man. Come join out, hang out with us, man. This is like this all the time. We just bring. I got the little link up right now. Even if
Yeah,
y'all
we would
still
love
want
for
to
y'all to come
come
on.
hop in right now.
Uh,
If y'all want to do that,
EJ,
we open. We all
EJ,
family here.
I got to speak on this, brother. I got to speak on this before I
Go
forget.
ahead, Jerry.
Because, dude, when y'all came over to the WDN chat line with CB Sunday,
Uh-huh.
dude, when y'all came in and gave us your thoughts and stuff, when you gave me the shout out, man, dude, real talk, dude, I almost cried, bro. It's showing that love, bro. I mean,
Right. We love you, bro.
this is what I do, man. I mean, whether it's here, whether it's BQ, whether it's TJ, whether it's WDN chat line, wherever I go, it's always that love, bro.
You our
That's the
family, bro. You our family.
Yeah,
You was the
man. Look,
first one.
that's
When we barely had 200 people in here. You
Yeah,
came here.
Jay, you one of the top dogs in here, man. You was one of the first people that from day
And for you
one
to come
that
and
supported.
support such
So
a small channel, and we was like, you know what, we gonna always love you, bro. You know what
right,
I'm
we
saying?
got
Because
It's love,
we
man.
the game day crew, and a lot
yeah.
of people don't. We
Got
don't
you,
get a
bro.
lot of views. We don't get a lot of views. A lot of people don't know us, and I think the only way we're gonna be known is people start sharing, people start
Yeah, great
liking.
posts and stuff. Let them know the
Yeah, they don't
Bad
see
Sports
us. They
Show
don't even know we
podcast is
exist.
live.
They don't
Yeah,
Yeah,
even know we
man.
exist.
We
My brother. I look at the views
I got
and
you.
when I check when I check the the audience, and I check the thing in our back, we barely get views. We barely get people who even see us. So
Mhm.
we trying our
like it's,
best to get out there. We got more people who follow us on our Facebook group than here on YouTube, huh, EJ?
yeah.
Yeah,
Our
Hmm.
TikTok channel is bigger than this.
I
Our
look,
Tik-
I tell you this: the same people you have on your Facebook group, on your Facebook page, the same people you have on TikTok, bring them to YouTube. Let them know
oh, that's what we
y'all
about to
live on
start doing.
YouTube.
And we
Yeah,
got many people. We got over.
expand. Do that
And
expansion.
it's unbelievable. And
Yeah,
let me tell you something. You gonna
create a Twitch
always
account. It don't matter.
some of the people who don't support you, and you be thinking in your family and your friend, it be your family and friends. Some people who be hating. It be people who close to you won't even subscribe to you. They be watching you, but they won't subscribe. It's like a hatership. I don't know what it is.
Hey, that's on them. If they want to
And you
subscribe, fine. If not, okay.
right, we could battle. I seen that, bro.
I did.
You get it too.
I subscribed.
Nas, you know what I'm talking about, Nas. How many
Yeah.
times we told people in the group, we told people, hey, man, come on over. Nas, how many times they all come over?
I better go say done.
Look, I'm just telling you.
I can't count how many
They,
times.
they see a father and son. My son is a news reporter.
Yes, he
My
is.
son is out there doing big things.
Yes,
And
he is.
and
I check it out on News
but some
25 every
people,
day.
yeah, you
He
would
know he
think
got
they'll
much to
say,
score.
man, look at this man with his son. Look at this man and how they, man, but people be hating, bro.
Hey, and EJ, one day when you're out doing newscasts or whatever, having lunch or whatever, we got to link up, bruh. We got to link up.
Oh
We
yeah,
Yeah,
oh
got to
yeah,
link
for
up.
sure.
It because I know you be around Gulfport and Biloxi and D'Iberville and all over. Bro, we got to get together one day, man.
Oh
Whenever,
yeah,
whenever.
Jerry. We
We
definitely
got to
got to
link
do that.
up.
We have
I
Got
told
to
him,
definitely got to
Jerry.
do that.
One day they're gonna all be popping when he get to ESPN or he get to one of them big networks. Then that's where everybody gonna act like they've been knowing him forever.
yeah, that's a
Now,
big look. That's big time right there.
yeah, look, Jerry, when he make it
Yeah,
big, then everybody gonna
Jerry.
say,
Yeah.
we was a part of that. Now, but see how that's how people is, Jerry. We told everybody we starting from the bottom. Well, you know what I'm saying? We don't mind. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep on spreading the Saints news though.
That's what we do, bro. Look, and I tell I'm gonna tell you the same thing that I tell TJ Jones, the same thing I told Big Q, the same thing I told CB. It don't matter if it's during the football season, we talk Saints. But during the off season, we still talk Saints.
That's right.
Because you never know who is gonna come to the team. I don't care. Like today, we got Kellen Moore came in as our new head coach. That's one of them. But look later down the road, we got free agency coming up. We got the scouting
We got the new
combine coming up.
defensive coordinators. We got
Yeah,
offensive coordinator. We got to
you
talk
know,
about all these people.
yeah. I mean, and then
Line coach.
next thing you know, in a couple of months, they're gonna talk about the draft. They're already doing like
Yep.
they're doing mock drafts like left and right. They're gonna
Yep.
talk about that. They're gonna talk about the schedule release gonna come out. We're gonna talk on that. They're talking
Yep.
about training camp. We're gonna talk on that. Mini
This
camp,
And this year, me and
OTAs, you
EJ,
name
look,
it.
look. How about this? Me, you, EJ, Nas, all of us go down to the camp this year. Live on the camp. I'm talking about
Yeah,
down at the
look,
training.
we talked
If
about
it's
it the
in
past
Metairie,
couple of
Go
I
down.
might
seasons.
We
go.
talked about it in the past
We
about going down on airline.
we're
Yeah.
definitely gonna do it this year. We have to go out there for training
Now,
camp, and get coverage out there this year. And I'm gonna be down
Get
there on
live coverage.
airline. and we're gonna go down there over there in Metairie and watch them this year. And I'm excited, man. Like I said, this was
We love you too, T Dirty. Too Dirty. Why you think I subscribed to you right away? We love your
Let me
channel, bro.
let me
hell
tell you
We
yeah,
love
something.
you. The
we love
funniest dude
T Dirty.
on YouTube.
Bro, let me
He the
tell you
funniest
something.
dude on YouTube.
That dude do the best Mickey Loomis impersonation. I think between him and Big Q,
Big Q.
he gotta do it better. I mean, Big Q. Shout out to Big Q. He get it down pat. But T Dirty, he bring
Mickey,
that, bro. He brings it. I think we got the best men on the crew. T Dirty gonna bring it. My guy T Dirty, he gonna bring it, bro.
Look, T
Mickey,
Dirty.
we love you,
T
but
Dirty.
Mickey, your time
I'm
is
gonna ask him
shown,
to chew
bro.
that gum. T Dirty, we're gonna need you to chew the gum.
You know what I'm saying? Mickey, we not disrespecting you. We love you. It's just your
It's just
time
your
is hit
time.
you.
But no,
Time's
but
hit you.
I think what Mickey should do is go to president and allow that dude Kyle
Kyle Harley.
let
Yes.
Kyle
I've been
Harley move
saying
up.
that for the absolute
And I
longest
think
of
that's
many
gonna eventually
people.
happen. I think that's gonna
You
eventually
go
happen. I
with
think
Kyle Harley, you go with a younger, aggressive-minded GM.
I think that's gonna eventually
Yeah,
happen. I think they got that in work because Kyle
yeah.
Harley, they were
Eventually,
saying
Kai
that
gonna
he
get
was
his
gonna be the
time.
next guy. I see that happening. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually, Kyle Harley's gonna. He's definitely gonna get his time. It's just a matter of time. But look,
We gotta be
like I said,
patient with
man,
it. We just gotta be patient with it.
I'm it's a waiting and see.
Yeah.
You kind
Just
of
Hey,
blanked out, baby.
a lot of raised questions. Just a lot of raised questions. Players, coaches,
Son,
management.
EJ, my son kind of blanked out. Have y'all heard him?
Mm-mm.
Okay, he had some
Yeah,
technical
it's a
difficulties. There it is.
wait and see
you
type
keep
of
going
thing
in and out.
You're going in and out, EJ.
right now. We just gonna sit there.
You out in the car, huh?
We gonna go ahead and
You
take
not in the house, you
this
in the
win
car, huh?
today. We gonna sit there.
You still talking, look.
Huh.
Y'all hear me?
You
Guys,
going in and out.
You
I
My
lagging
just
out,
bad,
shared.
my
in and
bad,
out.
y'all.
Hey,
Look,
I
You
just
good,
shared
man?
just shared the post. I'm looking at TJ on my phone right now. Just let y'all know I shared the post with y'all. So whenever y'all wrap up, y'all can come on over.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you something, bro. Yeah, we about to wrap this up. We're gonna do a what with you, Jerry. We're gonna try to do us a little our draft parties, and we're gonna try to do some little different things over here. You know what I'm saying? That
Got
we
you,
haven't
man.
been doing. We're gonna come up with some new ideas, y'all.
I got you, man. Hey, whatever y'all doing, man. Hey, I'll be right there with you. I'm gonna be rocking with you, bro.
All right, man. We know you go do your job, man. You got to get over there.
Yeah. Well, look. Shout out to my guy Slim South 504. He calls me OG everywhere because I am everywhere. and no lie, because I am everywhere. And
You everywhere.
shout out to Jono Barnes. He calls me the Godfather of all Saints podcasts.
You
I
definitely
mean,
is.
it's blessings, man. This is what I do, man.
I love
That's
to
it.
hear it. I love to
Well,
hear it, Jerry.
wherever you at, we all gonna scream. What, EJ? Jerry,
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 Now
Jerry,
you got to see
Jerry,
me saying it over
Jerry.
Jerry.
Hey, look, Jerry, for real though, we gonna link up for real, man. We gonna
Oh
go
yeah,
ahead and really link, man, and have some fun, man, for real. I'm
got you.
glad to. We love you here, man, and we appreciate you for always tuning in. Like I said, you one of our day ones here, on the Battle Sports Show podcast, like T Dirty as well. Like a lot of you guys watching, and I can't name all of you, but we love
All
all
love,
of
baby.
y'all.
All love, baby.
That tune in and watch, man. And like I said, with today's podcast and seeing today's news, this is a new era, y'all. Take a deep breath, Saints fans. Things are gonna get better, man. Like
Yeah, man. Let's get some positive energy now,
it's
y'all.
time
Let's
to
just.
Yeah,
yes,
I want
time
to
let's
to
see
be
be
what
positive
I
positive.
want to
here.
see what
Positive vibe.
I want to see what all the players, all the coaches, and all them think about the Kellen Moore situation. I know they pumped.
Yeah, well, not the coaches. What you talking about? The coaches gonna be gone. Them coaches gone, bro.
Not saying them coaches, the new coaches
I'm talking
that's
about
gonna
Oh
come
well,
in.
well,
new
we ain't
people
gonna know
coming
what
in.
they
Well, they
think
got
until
to
they
get
bring
hired
their ass here.
first. They got to get hired first. See?
Yeah.
I know they're gonna be pumped. They're gonna be sitting there like, ooh, New Orleans, let's get it. Now let's get down to business.
All right, now
I
say
go to
that
work.
because because all them dudes you talking, they gone. They out the door.
I know. I ain't saying that. I ain't
Say,
Everybody
mentioning
look,
know.
about
say,
them.
look,
Yeah.
not
I
say
ain't
Joe
half the
mentioning
Woods,
about
president.
Joe
them.
Woods'
All the
ass
people
is
on the list,
gone.
they gone,
He
bro.
went, he
Joe
went to the
Woods' ass is
Raiders.
gone.
They gone.
He went to the Raiders. He back with the Raiders.
Yeah, he back with the Raiders. All right, EJ, let's close this thing. One, two,
Well,
three.
yeah.
Who that, y'all?
Well,
One,
y'all look.
two.
Hang on. Closing remarks here. Hang on. Now look,
Yeah.
y'all. We got him hired. He's here. Ain't no more talking about them, and nobody want to coach the New Orleans Saints anymore. All right. We got our head coach now. Let's see who
Yep.
he hires on his damn coaching staff. Let's see what he does in this draft.
Yep.
Let's see what he does in free agency, and let's get to it, man. We back
Let's see
to
what he
another
does with all the
NFL
talent
season,
around
man.
him.
Hey,
This is the
EJ,
Who That
I think we
Nation,
go.
man. This is the Baddest Sports Show podcast in the D South. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Of course, when top breaking news and the updated news comes out, we'll be back on here to give y'all all the
Yeah.
information, and we'll go ahead and we'll be back on here doing our same thing. And then when the season rolls around, game day crew, we'll be
Game
up
day
here.
crew.
We'll
Do
have
it.
fun. We'll stream the games, and we'll go ahead and we'll stream. We'll have our pregame and postgame shows. So, y'all, with that being said, y'all, Kellen Moore is here. Now,
Yes, sir.
y'all enjoy
Not
the
too
rest
long
of
ago. I
y'all
think he just
night.
entered.
Yeah,
I think he's in the city. I think last
yes,
I
he's
heard. I
here.
think.
He
He's
already
here. He
landed.
He's in
already
New
here, y'all.
Orleans.
All
Tonight
right.
He's
they're
here.
they're gonna do a ceremony tomorrow.
His
Gotcha. Gotcha.
press conference will be tomorrow. Will be Thursday. Will be Thursday.
Well,
So
EJ, if he flew
I'll be
tomorrow, if
tuning
he
in.
came here tonight, he doing the press conference
I'm
tomorrow.
just
Trust me.
telling
I
you
don't
what
care. Look,
That
Nick
I don't
press
care if it's
conference is gonna be
Wednesday.
tomorrow, man.
Look,
I'm
look,
telling you what my sources that told me. So I'm banking on
look.
Thursday.
EJ, I don't care if you do it. If they do it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, I'm gonna be locked in, bruh.
There you
Let's
go.
go.
There you go. Well, look, y'all go ahead and
Look,
enjoy the rest of y'all
wherever
night.
they go, we coming.
Yeah, yes, sir.
The
Yes,
same thing I
sir.
told TJ. Wherever TJ goes, we're gonna go with them. Whatever
Yes, sir.
EJ ever goes, we coming with y'all.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That's
Well,
called
look,
that's called
y'all,
support.
we know it's a Tuesday night and it's a work
Remember who that
weekend.
nation, all of us support each other and subscribe to all who that nation content. All of us.
All of them.
Except for Matt Muscala.
Well,
Well, it's
well, except that. Pray.
Oh my
We
lord,
ain't
bro.
gonna talk.
Y'all
We ain't
gotta
gonna talk about
stop it.
that.
Y'all gotta stop it.
But
Look,
no,
y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. It's a
Y'all
Tuesday
Saints
night.
fans, we all love each
Doggone
other.
y'all
hey,
enjoy the rest of y'all week, man. And
stay,
y'all look, Saints
stay
fans,
safe.
poke your chest
We
out.
family.
We back again, man. We gonna be back
Yeet.
sooner rather than later, baby. So who that on three? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Who
who
that?
Who that?
that?